from the great beyond. A vision told me the great warrior would help me on my quest. One who has been to the other side and returned.
All I know is that a man killed my brother. If we ride together, we ride for justice.
Justice is what I seek.
Let's do this.
You told me something interesting the last time we talked was that you keep all of your characters with you almost in little drawers.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, if I were to hand you a list of all of your past characters, who would be the easiest for you to slip back into to kind of maybe give me the voice or like the character tics, and who would be the hardest for you to kind of have to wrap your brain around again?
Wow, that's a good question. It would depend, like Ed Wood can come back at any instance.
Is there a reason for that?
I don't know. He was just such an extreme character that he's very close to the surface. Raoul Duke, Hunter, actually shows up in my life all the time. I can find myself, I feel it happening.
Just so you know, that's one of the coolest moments of my entire life, the fact that you just did that. Is there one in particular that would be hard for you to wrap your brain around?
Boy, let's see. Nah, I think they're pretty much all there. It might take a few minutes here and there.
For sure.
Tonto certainly says he's still close to the surface.
Yeah, I'm sure.
God, look at you, city boy. Why would you ever want to come back here?
It's my home.
Little brother, I hereby deputize you a Texas Ranger.
It's Dad's.
To the outlaw, make no mistake, law and order has come to the West.
It's a nice hat, by the way. They didn't have a bigger one?
So I think at some point in all of our lives, we don a cowboy hat. We had the fake gun as a kid, and we go around playing cowboys and Indians. So I was wondering if you could go back to the 6-year-old version of yourself and explain what it is that you do for a living. That for a living, you put a cowboy hat, you play cowboys and Indians, you have the fake gun. How would you explain it? And what do you think the 6-year-old version of yourself would say?
Okay, I'd probably have to go, Armie, 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 Armie. Sit still. Okay, look at me. Look at me. Listen, this game you're playing right now with the Cowboys and Indians, it's great, right? You're going to get to do this when you're an adult. Armie, pay attention. Focus. You're going to get to do this as an adult, and they're going to pay you for Armie,
ton of
Armie,
money.
Armie. And that's probably how the 6-year-old conversation with me would go.
That is the best conversation ever. It's cool how it goes full circle like that, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Clayton Moore, who played the Lone Ranger in the 1950s TV show, was famous for fighting the lawsuits because they wanted to ban him from wearing the Lone Ranger mask, when he was done.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, a lot of people are talking about, how great it must be to put the mask on, but I was wondering for you, thinking about kind of that narcotic quality it has, what's the hardest part about taking it off?
Oh, interesting. It's funny. I haven't gotten a taste of that mask fever yet. It's like I really enjoyed my time wearing it. I really absolutely loved making this movie. But man, when it's 125 degrees out and you're strapping leather to your face, as soon as they call cut, you're like, can I take this thing off now, please?
Please. What is it like a weird sort of like, do you get like wrinkles? I mean, how does that, whenever you take it off, what does it look like?
It's plastic underneath. So it's like vacuum formed plastic to fit my face, and then they put the leather on top of it. So it's just basically like strapping plastic to your face.
Nice.
And it doesn't breathe,
Right.
doesn't nothing. So it's like sweat just constantly.
Classy.
Pours. Yeah,
Classy.
yeah.
You could rock it though. If anyone
Well, thank
could, you could.
We're looking for a man.
It was in about a week ago. Take me with this.
You find traitor. You find the man who killed your brother.
I want to show you something.
What could you buy with all that?
A country, Captain.
Who controls the railroad, the cavalry, everything? If these men represent the law, I'd rather be an outlaw.
That is why you wear the mask.
And I know it was very important for you to get the approval and the blessing of the Native American community. But I know that as an actor, you've gotten a lot of blessings from people, whether it be Raoul, Mr. Hunter S. Thompson for Fear and Loathing, or George Young for Blow. And I was wondering, of all the blessings you've gotten in your career, which one was most important for you to actually go out and seek and get?
I gotta say, the things that have happened to me in my life. I mean, how lucky I've been to become friends with the likes of Hunter S. Thompson, Marlon Brando, Keith Richards, Bob Dylan, Paul McCartney. I mean, heroes who've been great mentors and great examples. When I was invited to be adopted into the Comanche Nation by LaDonna Harris, who's a wonderful woman, and she's my Comanche mother. that was, aside from having kids, that was one of the most incredible things that's ever happened.
It was a ranger riding a white horse. Got some lunatic Indian with him. They're coming for you.
Scared, aren't you? You should be.
I love that we get the story told from Tonto's perspective. We get the famous story of the Lone Ranger from his perspective. If one day someone that you know, someone that you've worked with, is going to tell the story of Armie Hammer, whose perspective would you be most interested in kind of seeing how they tell the story and what they say about you?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know. It'd probably have to be someone who'd been around since the beginning, but I'd be afraid of what my parents would say.
And why would you be afraid of what your parents would say?
I mean, let's just say I didn't exactly make it easy for them.
Because you're the kid that's running around and
yeah.
Come on, it'd be a great story.
Yeah.
I'd pay to see that.
Well, thanks, Jake. Appreciate it, dude.
And when they make the movie version, could I play you?
Yeah, that's not a bad call. Not a bad call. Yeah, you're in.
Every person on the internet is groaning and rolling their eyes, saying Jake wishes that he could play Armie Hammer.
No, you heard it here first. This is happening.
You're so kind to me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that kindness. And one of the things I love about this movie is that it really takes, the sidekick character of Tonto and kind of bumps him up a little bit. We get the story from his perspective, which I love. Thinking about all the great sidekicks of pop culture, whether it be Tonto or Chewbacca or Robin, what famous sidekick would you like to see a famous story told? You know what? You step up and I want to hear the story from your perspective.
Oh, that's interesting. Man, I think the story of Batman from the perspective of Robin would be wonderfully spiteful. I think that'd be fun to watch.
You think so? Be like, that guy.
That son of a bitch. Yeah.
What a douche.
Yeah, totally.
It's Johnny Depp is famous for always saying that he never really watches any of his movies. He doesn't like to go back and watch them.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if you could just force him to sit down and say, you know what? We're watching a Johnny Depp movie today, and you're going to put one in. Which would be the first that you would put in and make him sit down and watch?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
I cry like a baby. I wouldn't want to watch it with him because I wouldn't want Johnny Depp to see me cry.
Yeah. I get that.
See, I wouldn't want you to see me cry either.
It might affect your standing in the movie.
A little. Then you wouldn't want me to play you anymore.
Yeah.
Armie, it's always an honor to sit across from my friend. When you come through Houston, I have a very comfortable fold-out couch.
I'm in.
You're in?
I'm in, perfect. Yeah. And when you come to San Antonio, I got a bakery for you.
Your wife's bakery, right?
Yeah.
I love San Antonio.
Come down, we'll
man.
make you fat, man.
That's an invite.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it over for a hug.
Cool.
I'm hugging the Lone Ranger.
Come on, bring it in.
Always good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too,
You're always
Jake.
so kind to me. Thanks for a fun interview, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully the questions weren't too
No, it's good.
crazy, man. I appreciate it.
It's better than how was it to work with Johnny?
These two have a hard time staying dead.
I know you have always been influenced by a lot of the things that you grew up with as a child, whether it be Dark Shadows or The Lone Ranger or The Thin Man, which I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if you could imagine, maybe the 10-year-old version of yourself watching all of your work. Which of your work do you think would have most influenced you as a kid?
Would probably be Captain Jack.
Why is that?
Well, it's that rascal, isn't it? It's that Captain Jack has license to do. He can be as irreverent as he wants and get away with it. He can, be as foolish as he wants and get away with it. So that, I think that I would have probably been more influenced by him.
And that's why we love him. Mr. Depp, you're always so kind to me my entire career, from all my heart, man, as a fan. You mind if I bring it over for a hug?
Oh, please.
If you ever come to Houston, I have a very comfortable fold-out couch.
Killer.
You're a good guy, man. Thank you for always being so kind. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Take care. See you soon.